And, you know, people will always criticise Conor Benn, but will they step up and fight him? You know, he wants the names at 147 pounds. I'm still absolutely baffled by Chris Eubank Jr. You know, people talk about him making 160 pounds. No one talks about Conor Benn moving up 2 divisions to fight him. And he'll criticise tonight, he'll talk about this, but yet he continues to turn down a payday 3 times bigger than he can get anywhere else. So if he's easy work, and you want to make the biggest fight in the history of British boxing, make it. But I don't understand why. We move on, he's tired of talking about him anyway. I'm just still baffled by that.
He's a pussy. That's it. That's it, that's all there is to it. I ain't got nothing else to say.
But overall, Eddie, what is the plan for Conor this year? Just to be as busy as we can.
The plan is, the biggest fight we got to box off is in a couple of weeks' time. Once that's done, we return to the UK, can fill any arena, any stadium in the UK. Of course, the domestic fights, Eubank, Liam Smith, Kell Brook, we know they fill up anywhere, but we also have a job to try and position him for a world title. You know, and once we get that lingering problem out of his head, which he still has to fight with, people don't realise that. Every time he goes in the ring, there's questions. There's this date coming up, there's this appeal. People refuse to acknowledge he's won 2 cases to clear his name. Once that's all boxed, the mind can be free and he can go and do what he does best, and that's to fill up an arena in the UK. So let's get this done in a couple of weeks' time. We're booking April, May. I want to deliver him the biggest fight I can in the UK next. And this is a good young fighter. British boxing needs elite stock and exciting stock in the UK. There's big fights happening around the world. This guy's got a big future for British boxing. So everyone that wants it, everyone wants to criticise, because Eubank can talk about he's not big enough, he's not strong enough. It's right there in front of you. Sign a contract, give British boxing a big fight that we need right now. He's ready at any moment.
Conor, final one from you. 34 years ago, your father boxed just down the road at the Horseshoe, formerly the Bally's here in Las Vegas. You couldn't quite close the show in the opening round, so he might remind you about that over Sunday roast dinner next week. But overall, the whole experience, to quite literally follow in his footsteps, how would you sum it up?
Yeah, well, he wouldn't have remembered, but thank you for reminding him, because I can promise you now I'm going to get in here for...
But the whole experience, one to remember in Vegas?
Do you know what? It's a blessing, you know, how far I've come in such a short period. You know, 8 years of hard work, dedication, from York Halls to O2s to, you know, now Sin City, Orlando, New York. You know, I've done a little American tour.